That's actually one of my favorite songs from them.
Really? On holiday.
That song actually appeared in like one of my favorite. Have you ever seen the movie with Justin Long, Accepted, where they basically make their own college?
No.
There's basically, if I'm not mistaken, I think there was like a montage scene in there where they basically are doing all of their majors that they all created for themselves, and
I've seen commercials for it, but
and there's basically this one weird kid in the movie who wants to major on learning how to blow shit up with his mind.
That sounds great.
And that's like a subplot point that goes throughout the background on the
where
film.
He's just trying to blow things up the whole time with his
like he's just got this insane eyes, like,
oh man, that must
trying
have been
to blow up a
so
football.
much fun to film. Which episode are we on? Is this episode 60?
We're on episode 60 now.
Oh wow.
We're reaching there.
Oh yeah. Oh man. We're gonna have to start doing like 100th episode hype stuff eventually here.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to be doing a hype thing at the end of this for a certain one coming up. But you know what? We'll get to that when we get to that.
At which one? Episode 69?
Maybe not 69, but eh. But
66?
6.6.
Gosh, man.
I'm sorry.
We'll just talk about as if we haven't talked about demon lore enough.
Well, that was last time, and this is now.
That is too true.
Anyway, enough dilly-dallying, shilly-shallying.
I mean, I could talk about demons all day, but we got work to do.
That's true. That's very true. I could as well. Anywho, happy holidays, guys. What's going on? As always, this is the General Geekery Podcast. Mm-hmm. The podcast where we geek out about all that we love to geek out about with no remorse, no regrets, and with all of the enthusiasm in the world.
Indeed.
While we are sipping our coffee. And since this episode is probably going to be the episode released before on Christmas. Let me
check your calendar.
Yeah, let me check my calendar. We're recording this on
the 15th. The 22nd is next Tuesday. Wait, no, Friday. The Supernatural one will come out.
This is actually going to be released on Christmas Day.
Aww.
This is going to be released on Christmas Day. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Or on the 23rd if you're on the Patreon.
Or on 23rd if you're on the Patreon, indeed.
Yes.
But if you're listening to this on
if you're part of the Patreon, hello. It's the 23rd.
And if you're listening to this on the day it gets released everywhere else.
Hello, it's the 25th.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, all you wonderful people. As always, I'm Donald.
Watch out for Krampus.
Indeed. As always, I am Donald Kaczynski, your resident coffee ninja by day, actor, gamer, streamer by night. And yes, dear viewers, hot chocolate comes with the coffee ninja specialty. As always, it comes with the territory. And joining me, as always, the dice slinger extraordinaire, artiste magnificent herself, Miss Hannah Kubiak.
Hi.
And since this is going to be released on Christmas Day, you know what? I figured we would just do like a fun one. Just talk about like some of our favorite like holiday traditions or Christmas specials that we love just watching and just doing.
Yeah.
Because there's so many great, like, Christmas things, like, every single year, and it's played constantly on TV all the time. And we always have that one special, that one movie that we just love watching every single year for holidays.
I certainly do.
And Christmas specials have always been a thing for, God, decades, ever since, like, probably the advent of television. Mm-hmm. But mainly popular in like the 60s and the 70s, or whenever the freaking Rankin Bass television productions like started happening with like Rudolph, Santa Claus Comes to Town, The Year Without a Santa Claus, all that stuff. Shout out to Snow Miser and Heat Miser. I love those two.
Are those the ones that you would watch as a kid?
Oh yeah, as a kid, every single time. I remember, well, you had your classic ones that always appeared on, like, regular TV. Like, you had Rudolph, you had A Charlie Brown Christmas, which they didn't show this year because Apple decided to be a gigantic a-hole. and take the rights to it. Thanks, corporate. By the way, listen to us on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before they cancel us.
I'll let them cancel us. My feud with them already runs deep. Sorry, Apple. No,
the roots
I'm not
of my
sorry.
hatred go deep, deep, deep beneath the mountains.
But beneath the mountains, down to the cracking through the crust of the earth, to the molten core of the planet itself.
And into the black hole within, into another world of shadow and flame.
The Balrog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember for a stretch of time, it was always like a Christmas tradition to go see the Lord of the Rings movies in theaters because they always
Yes, that's right.
Even the Hobbit movies themselves, they were released in December all the time. There would be a time where December was always be like the fantasy movies like coming out because you had those.
Yes.
If I remember right, I think the Percy Jackson movies came out around that time.
Did Harry Potter come out at that time, or was that more summer? I remember it being summer, actually.
Summer was more Harry Potter.
I remember because we would go and see Harry Potter for my birthday sometimes.
Right. I remember the Lord of the Rings series, the Hobbit series was released in December around the Christmas stuff. I remember one Christmas Day release was the film version of Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, wow.
With Gerard Butler. Weird movie.
Oh, man. Have you ever seen... Oh, gosh. What's the name of... I always forget the name of the guy who played the Phantom in like a very old version of it. Michael something?
Crap.
Michael Crawford?
Crawford, yep.
Michael Crawford, and like just his music of the night when I'm feeling down.
Very high
I listen to it.
like this.
Close your eyes, let your spirit start
To
soar. It just makes me so happy.
It was actually one of my bucket list things to see that show on Broadway, and I'm glad I managed to do it.
Nice.
My last day on my trip to New York that I've referenced before, we got to go see Phantom.
Yeah. There are certain things that you can just look up just when you need a laugh, and it never fails. That's one of them.
Michael Buffer's rendition of Phantom is always just so weird and funny. And it's just so different from everything that comes afterwards. It's like, what?
So knowing me, can you guess what my family tradition for a Christmas movie is?
All right. Let me think.
The Christmas movie we've been watching on Christmas Eve. Every Christmas Eve, pretty much, without fail, when we get together as a family.
I'll take 3 guesses.
Okay.
I'm just going to go to a regular one on number 1. It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
Was that a yes?
I'm not going to tell you. You get 3 guesses.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to guess.
It's not A Wonderful Life.
Okay, I'll get into that one later.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's my mother's favorite.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's good.
Christmas Carol?
Nope.
I should have asked which version of the Christmas Carol because there's countless.
None of the versions of the Christmas Carol.
Elf.
No.
Damn.
It's Die Hard, man.
Oh my god, I forgot about Die Hard! How did I forget about Die Hard?
It is the movie we watch every year. We quote it to each other all the time.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yep.
And yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. There are 2 categories.
It is
the people that believe that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and those opinions that don't matter. Sorry,
this
not sorry.
This was the movie that made Alan Rickman famous.
Oh yeah,
as Hans Gruber,
Alan Rickman, and Bruce Willis. Because this movie made Bruce Willis an action star.
Yep.
One of my favorite stories about that movie was actually the scene where they actually kill Hans Gruber when they let him go.
Right, yes.
They never... Basically, Alan Rickman told them to count to 3 so he could be prepared, but they basically count to 1 and drop him, so, the shot is his actual surprise reaction of being dropped early.
Yeah. Oh, man. Die Hard. So good. If you don't know what Die Hard is, this New York cop goes to visit his estranged wife who works in California at Nakatomi Plaza, and he goes to visit her there for a Christmas party. While he's there, the entire building gets infiltrated and sealed off, shut down by these international, mostly German terrorists who are holding the partygoers hostage.
An English actor trying to do a German accent.
Yeah.
Oh, I would recommend.
It was actually okay. I mean, sometimes you couldn't really tell that it was German, but it was a subtle one. So, he also did an American accent in there.
Yeah, he did.
And I kind of cringe at that point because I'm like, is that what British people think we sound like? Because they're like, oh God, no!
To be fair,
you're one of them.
To be fair, it's 19...
Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! I just like
to be fair, that's still a better American accent than Andrew Lincoln's Southern accent in Walking Dead. I will give it that. I will give it.
There have been better American accents done by actors
from the UK.
Yeah.
Take case in point. Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
Tom Holland did a good one. Oh gosh, who else? What is this guy's name? Jamie Bamber. Do you know who Jamie Bamber is? He's Apollo from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, okay, yes.
He's British.
Yes.
Apparently, I think he's British, but he would visit his stepfather in America all the time or something. And that's where his American accent came from. But Jamie Bamber was probably one of my, my first celebrity crush when I was, 8 or 9.
Aww.
Such a cutie.
Nice.
But
yeah, Die Hard is indeed a Christmas movie. That is always a classic. If you love... And the best thing about it...
Yeah.
It's one of the only Christmas movies that you can watch any time of the year. Because it can be enjoyed at Christmas. And you can enjoy it without Christmas. Because it's one of the greatest action movies ever made.
It's insane.
Honestly, in terms of, action movies, I believe it's right up there with Terminator 2.
Mm-hmm. It's so good. And
I hold Terminator 2 on a pedestal. as, some of the greatest... the greatest action movie of all time.
Yeah. Okay. Just because I have to. Some of my favorite lines from Die Hard. Here we go.
Go ahead.
You bet your ass I wish to proceed.
God.
And, oh gosh. You bet your ass I wish to proceed.
Thank you, John McClane.
Thank you, John McClane. No, that was Theo, the hacker.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Working on the locks or whatever.
I forgot about that.
It's like, this lock has been cleared. Do you wish to proceed? You bet your ass I wish to proceed. And then when they call him and he's, drilling the other lock, and they're like, Theo, he's just like, yo!
I need to rewatch that movie. It's been so long since I rewatched Die Hard.
And then the thing with the, what's his name? The, Argyle. The limo driver who's just chilling in the parking lot the whole time.
Yep.
He's sitting, jamming out in the limo with his back to all the action as this cop car goes flying by with bullets ricocheting off of it, and he doesn't even notice.
Oh, so good.
Just of course I'm coming over later. Baby, would I lie to you?
Bruh. Anyway, can you...
No more table!
Can
What
you...
are you doing now, pal? Next time you have a chance to kill someone, don't hesitate. Thanks for the advice.
Thank y'all. Can you guess my family's go-to?
Well, It's a Wonderful Life, probably.
It's become that. Mm-hmm. We have several, but as of recent years, it has basically become that. Mm-hmm. I'll go into a little bit of a detail on this. It's a Wonderful Life is my mother's favorite Christmas film. Mm-hmm. It's actually among her favorite films ever.
Yeah. And
I remember it was a couple years ago. I think it was around 2016, 2017, I want to say. Our local movie theater, they always do special showings for different kinds of events, and they started doing Christmas showings. Mm-hmm. And they will do certain movies around Christmas. I noticed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, they were doing 10:30 a.m. showings of It's a Wonderful Life. Mm-hmm. One of my mother's longtime wishes was to see It's a Wonderful Life on the big screen because she had never saw it on the big screen.
Oh, yes.
So, I remember. So I was talking with my brother about it, and we're like, we need to do this, because I still haven't gotten her video copy of It's a Wonderful Life. I know she wants that too, but we decided to do the theater experience first, and so we're talking to, and so 2 days before Christmas Eve, we went up to our mother and we're like, Mom, what are you going to be doing on Christmas Eve morning? She's like, I don't know, watch the news, drink some coffee. And we're like, no, you're going to go to the movies with us.
No.
And she's like, oh, great, what movie do you guys want to see? It's an action film, everything like that. We showed her the tickets of It's a Wonderful Life. She started crying.
Aww.
She actually started, she's like, wait, what? And we're like, Avalon, our local theater, Avalon, is going to be doing a showing of It's a Wonderful Life. And they're like, and she's like, what? She actually started crying because she's like, she always wanted to sit and watch the movie with us as a family. Mm-hmm. But we've always been so busy with it that me and my brother Zach decided we want to make this like a thing.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the movie. My brother had not watched it, but he was willing to go through it.
Yeah.
He was at a point, he was still young. He didn't realize the power of old style cinema. Mm-hmm. And so we watched it and he fell in love with it. And it's become our Christmas tradition too. And Avalon had always been showing it every single year on the week of Christmas. They had to expand it because so many people would go to see it. They would have a packed theater.
Oh my gosh.
On every showing for it.
That's awesome. Oh.
And they are going to be doing it this year, but they're doing social distancing seating for it. And I'm like, as much as I want to do it, with the pandemic, I don't want to chance it with the family. Mm-hmm. So, especially since we're looking after our newborn nephew now.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
But I do want to get her a at-home copy of It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
The original black and white version, because I've seen color restorations of that film. I'm like, I don't like how this looks.
No.
I don't like color restorations of old black and white films.
Yeah, you don't need a color restoration.
They don't look right.
Yeah, because color didn't actually exist back then.
Well, not in how they were shot. You had Technicolor stuff, for The Wizard of Oz. That's a different thing because it shows the difference of the world, and so you could get away with that. Mm-hmm. But with something that was originally shot in black and white, and then you put color on it, you're going to have this uncanny valley. Mm-hmm. Feeling.
Yeah.
It's just how that works.
Yeah.
Another favorite Christmas movie that my mom always likes watching, Elf. Elf with Will Ferrell.
I've only seen it once. Some friends of mine forced me to watch it a couple of years ago because I had never seen it, and
it has actually gotten better with time. It's actually solid. Mm-hmm. You know who directed that film?
It wasn't Spielberg, was it?
No.
Who?
Jon Favreau.
What?
The guy in charge of starting the MCU and is also the head for The Mandalorian.
Are you serious?
I am not joking.
Oh my gosh. Did he come up with that narwhal?
He voiced the narwhal.
Oh, that's perfect.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Thanks, Mr. Narwhal.
I love that.
I love that line so much.
Narwhal. When I was young, I just really loved narwhals. I thought that they were such a funny looking creature. It's like a sea unicorn. The unicorn of the sea.
I mean, you're not wrong. Mm-hmm. You're not wrong.
I feel like people in the past, maybe if they have seen a rhinoceros for the first time, in low light or something, they probably would have thought that maybe it was a horse, a unicorn. Maybe they saw a really skinny rhinoceros and thought it was a unicorn.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, even that, I'm just this is so great. And honestly, even though it's had some data references in there, it was good enough to be timeless. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. God bless. And that was also the movie that introduced me to the actor who would go on to portray Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones. I keep forgetting his name.
Peter Dinklage?
Dinklage, yes. Peter Dinklage. That was my first introduction to Dinklage.
He's in one of my favorite comedies as well.
Which one?
Death at a Funeral.
I forgot he was in that.
Yes, and it's so good. I love that movie so much.
It's an underrated classic. I have to agree.
Yes, it is. I love that movie.
Oh God, what's another?
Call me Elf one more time. He's an angry elf.
And he just goes ham on him. I'm like, go Dinklage, go!
Go Dinklage, go!
Dude, you just gotta cheer for him.
Oh man, that man has made quite a career for himself.
Especially after he did Tyrion Lannister for Game of Thrones, like he's exploded.
Yeah, and then Death at a Funeral though is my favorite thing with him.
Is it kind of...
Well, your father and I were lovers. I think I deserve something.
Damn it, Dinklage. I think, oh God. You want to talk about an overblown Christmas classic? Christmas Story?
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of that one.
Like, it's a great movie all on its own, but I think, like, the overexposure, like, that this movie has gotten within the past 10 to 15 years, especially with many television stations doing 24-hour marathon showings.
Ew. Yeah,
and then it got a bastardized sequel. And then it became a musical.
Oh, man. Yeah, even when I was younger, I didn't really like that movie too much.
Which Fox then made into a live television musical show with Matthew Broderick portraying the narrator.
Oh my gosh. You know, actually, my favorite part of that movie was the daydream he had about going blind from soap poisoning. It was soap poisoning.
Me and my mother love quoting like the little bits from that. Like it's the small moments that always make it like great for us. But yeah, that movie has been blown to overexposure, which I will admit, I'm like, okay, fair.
Oh.
You got any other favorite Christmas classics?
Oh gosh, we mostly we do Die Hard. Honestly, like as a kid, I wasn't that into the Christmas movies. Like I hadn't really seen very many of them.
Fair.
Growing up. Oh, you know what? Actually, yes. Blackadder Christmas Carol.
Wait, which one?
Blackadder Christmas Carol.
Ooh.
So the people who made Blackadder, like Rowan Atkinson and Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry and what's her name?
I forget.
Oh my goodness, what is her name?
I'll look it up.
And what's his name? The guy who played Harry Zidler in Moulin Rouge and the Potions Master in Half-Blood Prince.
Oh, the guy who played Horace Slughorn.
Yeah, Slughorn, that's right. Oh gosh, what is his name? It's like his last name starts with a B or something.
Okay, let's see. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
This is radio, so I gotta keep on making uncertain sounds so there isn't
Hugh
silence.
Laurie, Stephen Fry, Miranda Richardson, Tim McInerney, Tony Robinson.
Oh, I almost had it. Jim Broadbent.
I think you're right.
There we go. Thank you. Jim Broadbent was in that. Professor Sprout was in that. She played Victoria. They played Queen Victoria and Albert.
Ah, nice.
So it was about Ebenezer Blackadder, who was the loveliest man in England, and he gets visited by the ghost of Christmas Past, played by Robbie Coltrane.
Oh yes.
Who in classic Robbie Coltrane fashion busts through the door, like busts the door down, knocks it off its hinges, comes in, and changes his life.
Sorry about that.
And he comes in So Ebenezer Blackadder is the loveliest man in the world. But he's very poor because he's very generous and he gives things to everybody. And so he doesn't have anything for Christmas. But he's like, well, at least everyone else is happy and I've taken care of them all. And then he's falling asleep. Robbie Coltrane busts in.
Thank you, Mr. Bean.
And, he busts in and shows him some visions of what his ancestors were like. His ancestors were all horrible people and did terrible things on Christmas, like getting other people beheaded, stealing Christmas presents, stuff like that. And then he shows him the future, and in the future, he's actually become like a slave and has to wear this like ridiculous leather thong.
Oh my god.
So he wakes up and he's like, yes, if I was bad, but then he sees like what would happen if he was a bad person, and he rules the entire universe and stuff, and the queen, the queen of the universe and her triple husbandoid honor him and stuff, and yes, and all that. So he says, so if I was bad, then my ancestors would rule the entire universe. And then Robbie Coltrane is like, no, but just think of your life right now. Nice, quiet nights at home. A Bible, your own turnip. But then he and then it shows like how he on Christmas morning suddenly becomes this really awful Scrooge-like character and insults Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, who is played by Jim Broadbent.
Oh man,
it's hilarious.
There are so many versions of Charles Dickens's Christmas Carol too that
I used to know like a bunch of the weird lines in that.
In Christmas Carol?
In Blackadder's Christmas Carol.
Ah, nice. I think one of my favorite Christmas Carol editions is the Walt Disney animated one with Scrooge McDuck as Ebenezer Scrooge and Mickey Mouse as Bob Cratchit.
Uh-huh.
And it has a bunch of like classic Disney characters in like certain roles. Goofy is Jacob Marley, which is kind of weird. Jiminy Cricket is the Ghost of Christmas Past. One of the the giant is Ghost of Christmas Present, and the Ghost of Christmas Future is Pete smoking a cigar. It's oh my god!
Oh man!
And even condensed to like less than an hour. God, that Christmas special is great. God, I love that version of Christmas Carol.
Oh my gosh! I just found.
What'd you find?
I just found this. I just found some quotes from it. From Blackadder Christmas Carol.
Lay it on me.
Oh my gosh.
Lay it on us, Hannah.
Oh my gosh. Here's one. Ha! Got him with my subtle plan. Well, I can't see any subtle plan. Baldric, you wouldn't see a subtle plan if it painted itself purple and danced naked on the top of a harpsichord, singing, "Subtle plans are here again."
God almighty, I love it.
Oh, man.
I would sometimes say that Blackadder was probably the spiritual ancestor of Monty Python. Well, predecessor. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, man.
Descendant, yeah.
Oh.
Especially considering that Rowan Atkinson and Hugh Laurie both came from that project.
Oh my gosh, yes. There's one where they're like... there's part of it where Blackadder and Hugh Laurie are having like a Christmas party, but they have one more guest who's like this old soldier who's asleep in his chair wearing an eye patch. And at one point, just in the middle of the whole thing, he wakes up and he's like, "Oh my god, I've gone blind! Blind!" And then someone just moves his eye patch to the other eye and he relaxes and lies down again. Just like stupid stuff like that. I love it.
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Blackadder.
Actually,
Is sickeningly good.
I'm not gonna lie. One Christmas, a certain series of Christmas specials that always make me happy and laugh all the time is have you watched Futurama?
A little bit.
Are you aware of the Santa Claus in Futurama?
No.
So Santa Claus is a robot that was created in order to deliver presents to all the good little boys and girls on Earth. Mm-hmm. Only his standards of being good were set too high.
Oh.
So everyone is on the naughty list. And every Christmas, instead of raining down presents to all the good boys and girls, since everybody's naughty, he kills everything that's out on the street and it's not indoors. Please spare us, Santa! Santa, spare us! We'll offer you milk and cookies as recompense. You dare bribe Santa! I'm gonna shove so much coal down your stocking you'll be coughing up diamonds! and later on in that episode, like they're just having a romantic moment. Hey, Fry, look, mistletoe. Your mistletoe is no match for my toe missile. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh goodness. Oh my goodness.
There are like 2 or 3 Christmas episodes where Santa Bot shows up and they're just all fun. They're just so much fun. I can't help it. Oh my god, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh man. I'm still looking at the Blackadder quote. There's a guy with an enormous, like, trio of orphans. They're like beach balls, and they come in and they're going to sing him a song. Well, it's like, God bless Mr. B at Christmas time, and baby Jesus too. If we were little pigs, we'd sing Piggy Wiggy 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 Woo. Oh, Piggy Wiggy 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 Woo. Oh, Piggy Wiggy 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 Woo. Piggy Wiggy Woo. And he just like claps. It's like, utter crap.
Oh my god.
It is like just wonderful line after wonderful line.
Oh my god. You know what's actually another really fun one? If you guys can find this, the Riff Tracks Christmas special.
The Riff Tracks Christmas special.
Are you familiar with Riff Tracks?
Yes, I am.
They did a live Christmas special in front of an audience back in like 2008, 2009, I want to say.
Oh man!
And they were just riffing on Christmas specials and like old Christmas stuff, like the entire thing in front of a live audience. They did from what I remember, there was one joke that they did that was so funny, it had the audience laughing that they dropped an entire like 3 or 4 jokes afterwards.
Wow!
Because everyone was laughing so hard.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that sounds great.
Oh god, Riff Tracks are always a fun time. For those of you who are not familiar with Riff Tracks, basically the same people that created Mystery Science Theater 3000 developed this. Mm-hmm. And they basically take like movies or stuff like that, and basically as it goes on, they just do commentary on all different kinds of things. Kind of like how reactors do for YouTube videos these days. This is kind of like one of the earliest versions of it. One of my favorite ones. Look up the Batman Forever Riff Tracks. That one was fun. That one was a hell of a lot of fun.
My 2 favorite Mystery Science Theater movies that they reviewed was a movie called Werewolf.
Okay.
And a movie called oh gosh, what was it called? Oh no. I can't believe I forgot what it's called. Yeah.
And actually, for the Christmas special one that they did, they actually had a special guest star. They got Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh.
To help out with that. I'm like,
oh, it was
yes!
called The Final Sacrifice.
That's what
it was
okay.
about. It was about this little boy, who meets this like boozy truck driver, and together they go to face a ski mask wearing cult that killed the kid's dad or something. Like it's it's basically just this kid being chased by cultists. It's fun.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I love riff tracks.
We got to react to some.
We could do something like that.
Oh, God, that would be so much fun.
Like, my sister and I, last time we watched The Lord of the Rings together, we were just cracking each other up. Like the bit where in the Two Towers when Gandalf appears in the forest and there's the glowing like white light all around, and yep. I just mutter, "Yep, that's me." Every time I turn on my cell phone at 3 a.m.
Like,
he burns.
Oh my God. It's so hilarious. All right. A list of the ripped Christmas specials from the live one. The night before Christmas, Jimmy Jack commercial special. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. They riffed on Christmas Toy Shop, A Visit to Santa, Christmas Rhapsody. Several commercials and things. Oh my God, it looks so good. I want to see it. I want to see it. What? Oh, wait, they did a rip track of Plan 9 from outer space?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to see that.
We should do these things. We should do commentary stuff.
Yes.
And Inepticon. And
oh God, we don't worry. 2021, I'm planning so much.
Oh, yes.
I'm planning so much.
Awesome. Oh, looking forward to it. I have an idea. It might not be in this episode, but I want to talk about all of the really, really weird, like, mythologies and things that are connected to Christmas, like, internationally.
Oh,
like
yeah.
in Germany and...
Like Krampus?
Like Krampus and Rumschnickel.
You know what's one of my favorite Christmas classics to watch now, like, that came out in recent years?
What?
Have you seen the trailer or seen the movie for the Krampus movie?
No!
Oh my God. This film is hilarious.
The Krampus. Okay. Oh, man. Maybe we can do that for our commentary watching something for Christmas next year.
Oh, God.
If we're still doing this.
Yes. I believe we will. Because, good God, this film is so good. I was against it a lot at first, but then my friend broke me down and got me to watch it. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, it's nothing like, oh my God, this should deserve Film of the Year and everything like that, but it's so fun!
I think...
I'm just like...
If a movie is a certain kind of bad, it's good. Like, it's fun to watch because of all this, like... Because of just the stupid things that you can make it funnier for yourself by watching it with other people.
Exactly. Basically, like The Room, Plan 9 from Outer Space, Trolls 2, like those kinds of films. Especially The Frickin' Room. Oh my God.
I've never seen that, actually.
Oh my God. I will get the movie just so we can watch it, but I will not make you do the drinking game because we will die.
Oh gosh.
We will die. For those that are not aware of the room drinking game, basically, there's a lot. Basically, you have to drink every single time their football is thrown.
Oh my gosh!
You have to take a drink every time there's a sex scene. You have to take a drink every single time there's a waterfall like drinking thing. If you're in a line of people, if there's like a panning shot of the Golden Gate Bridge, you have to down your drink during a certain scene. And if you have a full drink during that, you are screwed. Do not do that game with hard alcohol. I am begging you.
Oh my god!
Get some of those most disgusting watered down beer that you can to help with that. I promised myself I would never do that again. Never again.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
But you know what's another really fun, like, Christmas special that I always love? I always just put it on for myself just to... sometimes just to give myself a smile, like, around the holidays. Because, like... Mm-hmm. Especially as I've grown older, like, I always get, like, really depressed and everything, like, around the holidays, and just a little simple magic just to brighten my spirits up.
Oh, yeah.
Always brighten my spirits up. It's always the Charlie Brown one. That has a lot of fond memories for me and my family. Me and my mom especially. Mm-hmm. That was like my first Christmas special I ever watched as a kid. And it really... I connected with Charlie Brown so much as a kid. Yeah. I was always the kid that was picked on a lot. So I'm like, aww. I feel for you, football head.
Little Donald.
Little Donald. Constantly picked on for being a little geek. I showed you.
Yep.
Showed
How do you like me now?
How do you like me now? Oh, man.
What are... Do you drink eggnog at Christmas?
I can't do eggnog.
No? Not even with rum in it?
Oh, no. I used to. I used to be able to do eggnog, but it messes with my sinuses too much.
Oh, yeah. It is very, milky.
Yeah, the very thick, creamy nogginess, like, really...
I was off of nog for the longest time because it was when I watched the Grinch movie, and they were just, like, pumping nog into his stomach at one point, and I was like, that is disgusting.
God, no.
And I didn't drink eggnog for,
the Jim Carrey version?
I didn't drink eggnog for, like, 10 years, but now I love it with a little bit of rum.
There are 3 different versions of on-screen thing of the Grinch. Mm-hmm. And I still think the original cartoon one is the best.
Yeah.
Of
course.
I mean, one, it was animated by animation legend Chuck Jones. Mm-hmm. Second of all, the guy playing the Grinch and who was narrating it was freaking Boris Karloff.
Oh my gosh.
The original Frankenstein.
I saw a, I think it was like a meme or something the other day where it said, the Grinch didn't really hate Christmas. He just hated people, and that's understandable.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But oh my god, I will say, like, the animation that Jim Carrey brought as the Grinch was, oh my god, this is, wow. He's being so animated in that makeup and costume.
That was wild. And his heart grew 3 sizes that day. You should really get that looked at. You should go see a cardiologist.
Indeed.
That's a problem. An enlarged heart.
Indeed.
You could die.
Listen here, young lady. Even though we're going down at so many miles an hour, if we crash and become horribly mangled, there will be no sad faces on Christmas. And then you had the recent 3D animated one with Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch.
What?
Yes.
Oh wait, I remember that. And then I forgot it. And then you reminded me again. Was it good? I mean, he's definitely got a voice for voice acting.
How to best describe Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch? You know those weird American high-pitched accents that he sometimes does?
Yeah.
He does that throughout the entire film. I'm like, why did you not just play him as Sherlock?
Because he's trying to break out, man.
Cumberbatch, you've already broken out!
You made your point, Cumberbatch. Go back to the Cabbage Patch.
You already have like an entire fandom of women who call themselves the Cumberbitches.
The Cumberbitches.
He disapproves of that so much.
Oh, the Cumberbitches. They lurk in the shadows. Wherever you go, the Cumberbitches are there.
To be fair, Hannah's
making... You better watch out. God. You better not cry. You better not pout, I'm telling you why. The Cumberbitches are coming to get you. Oh wait, I just remembered something. One of my favorite things. I just remembered.
Keep it together.
Hold on a second.
God damn it.
Get yourself together, Donald.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Hold on. I gotta find this.
I can't breathe.
Christmas mental illness list. Or mental illness songs. That's what it is. No, I just want to say... I don't want something about mental health. I just want... It's a joke. Stop.
Damn.
Internet, stop directing me to the suicide help hotline. I'm just looking for...
Yeah, that's like the urban legend around Christmas is that suicide rates are always up around the holidays.
Oh.
Yeah.
As someone experienced in the funeral industry, I can tell you that that's true.
Does not surprise me.
So busy.
In memoriam for all the lost souls.
So many lost souls.
Sorry, this got down on a very down note there, people. Sorry about that.
Christmas songs.
Oh God, Christmas songs.
Christmas songs for mental disorders. Here we go.
Oh, what?
It's funny. Okay. You gotta have a sense of humor. Okay. But we did a couple of years ago, we did this thing where we had the titles of songs that were kind of altered, and then all of these mental disorders on the other side, and you had to like mix and match them.
Oh my God.
So, schizophrenia. Do you hear what I hear? Amnesia. I don't remember if I'll be home for Christmas.
Oh my God.
Narcissistic personality disorder. Hark the herald angels sing about me. Bipolar disorder, manic episode. Deck the halls and walls and house and lawn and streets and stores and office and town and cars and buses and trucks and trees and fire hydrants and multiple personality disorder. We three queens disoriented are.
I'm done. I am dead.
Paranoid. Santa Claus is coming to get us.
No, you would have to file that under basically Santabot from Futurama.
Yep. Antisocial personality disorder.
Oh.
Thoughts of roasting you on an open fire. Agoraphobia. I heard the bells on Christmas Day but wouldn't leave my house. Alzheimer's disease. Walking in a winter wonderland miles from my house in my slippers and robe. Oh.
I thought that basically would have just been...
And this one's mine. Social anxiety disorder. Have yourself a merry little Christmas while I sit here and hyperventilate. And attention deficit disorder. We wish you... Hey, look, it's snowing.
Oh, so good. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I think is like the stupidest Christmas song ever made?
Dominic the Donkey? The Pretty Little Dolly?
Worse than those.
What?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
That one is terrible. It's demonic.
You know they made a Christmas special cartoon out of that?
Oh my gosh, it's so dark. It's like, yeah, Grandma killed our... Like Santa killed our grandmother.
And it was actually partially created and narrated by the guy that actually made the damn song.
Oh
I'm like...
gosh. She'd been drinking too much eggnog.
And we begged her not to go.
So it was technically her fault, if you believe some people.
She walked out there.
She walked out there drunk on eggnog.
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Well, I mean, if Santa's sleigh was unregistered, then...
How would you even register a sleigh like that can fly through the air led by 7 to 9 reindeer?
There are ways. Also, I've never been a fan of the song about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, because it was just they just liked him for his utility. Like, they made fun of him for having his bright nose, but then as soon as it became useful to them, they were like, "Oh, hey, yeah, we love you." I was like, why don't you just love him for his personality instead of his ability to help you?
I mean, he got the girl, so... Well, that's actually not even helpful.
No. She just...
Why do we like that special?
She just wants me for my nose.
Bro.
And apparently Frosty the Snowman is like a... Apparently Frosty the Snowman is a lich.
Out of this house! Out of this house! Spirits be gone from this house.
Like the hat contains his soul.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's his what do you call it? Phylactery or whatever.
I think a funny parody of that that I found one day was somebody actually put the magic hat on Frosty. Frosty came to life and he's like, "Oh my God, why would you bring me to life? Do you even know what snow organs feel like?"
So cold. So cold. Always so cold.
My God. Just
kill me.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
This has gone off the rails.
Christmas sometimes happens like that.
My gosh, so dark.
But you know what? In the end, like,
yeah, I think what I want to do is I want to release a Patreon mini episode about the Krampus and stuff like that. Yeah. Like have it be our first Patreon mini-sode.
Yes, I'm all about that.
And it'll be available to every tier.
Yes. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like, my God, the world of Christmas specials. Mm-hmm. So many weird ones, so many fun ones, but at the same time, like, my God, so many. Oh, so how could I forget this last one? The original Miracle on 34th Street with Em and Gwen, like back in like the 40s or something like that.
I've never seen it. I'm not a Christmas movie person, really.
It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine if you're not a Christmas movie person. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But like basically, this guy Kris Kringle is claiming to be Santa, and everybody's like, this guy isn't Santa. This guy isn't Santa. It's more to it than that, but it's a really good film. Really well put together.
Kidnap the Santa Claus, put him in a box.
Yes! Nightmare Before Christmas.
We watched that for Halloween this year.
That is a double holiday film.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It can be Christmas and it can be Halloween. You will still have a lot of fun with it.
So trippy, so weird.
And honestly, in my opinion, I think Jack Skellington is a better Santa Claus than the Santa Claus in that movie.
Oh man!
You know what? A screwed up Christmas like that, I would take it in an instant. It'd be so much fun.
Oh man, so weird.
But I think we've rattled on long enough about all these specials.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. But you know, there's actually a certain holiday special that we forgot to talk about that we are gonna save that for next time, though.
Okay. I don't know what it is. I don't read minds.
We've talked about it a lot. We've talked about wanting to see it and talking about it, and we're gonna put ourselves through it.
Oh yes, I remember now. Yeah, we have been talking about this a lot. I can't believe I forgot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, next time, guys. Next episode.
It's a special one.
It's gonna be a special one.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, we're gonna be discussing. Should I even say what we're gonna be discussing next time?
Yeah, hype it up.
We're gonna be we're gonna be discussing the Star Wars Holiday Special from 1977 or 1978, whichever. Oh boy!
It's gonna be great. We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it for the first time.
Hannah's watching it for the first time. I'm gonna be watching it for the third, fourth time. I keep forgetting. But yeah, this is going to be interesting.
I love a good bad movie.
We're going to be recording Hannah's reaction to it, by the way.
Yes.
I'm going to make absolutely sure of that. But that'll be next time.
Oh, man.
Until then, guys, thank you so much for listening in on this episode of the General Geekery Podcast, talking all about the holiday specials that we always watch around Christmas time. Mm-hmm. If you guys like what you've been hearing from us, please make sure to follow the show. We are found on Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, and, of course, on my personal YouTube channel at Anime Rev Productions, if you guys don't have access to those streaming services. If you guys want to support the show, please donate to our Patreon at patreon.com/General Geekery. As you heard, we're planning on releasing Patreon special content in the future, especially with this upcoming year.
Yep.
And you can also get the chance to get some personalized artwork by our artiste extraordinaire, Hannah Kubiak herself.
Hello. Yeah, if you're on a high enough tier, you can request custom artwork.
Indeed. Help support the arts.
Yes, we need it.
We need it now, more than ever.
More than ever.
Once again, guys, that's patreon.com/General Geekery. You guys can check it out in the description for this episode. Mm-hmm. And if you want to follow us on social media, we are on Instagram at General Geekery and at Facebook and Twitter at Gen Geek Podcast. Hannah, where can they check you out at?
Well, you can find me rolling dice with my party every Monday at 7:30 on twitch.tv/Loaded Dice Adventures, where I play Petra, the Dragonborn Ranger Rogue. And you can also listen to my other podcast that I record with my mom called SPLANCHNIC, where we discuss art, literature, and tabletop gaming from the perspective of two different generations. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram, you can do so at Pythian Legume.
Excellent. And you guys can check me out on twitch.tv at RyuzakiMK7. I do a bunch of different games, most of them RPG-based, but I still have a lot of fun chatting with my chat room. Everybody has a ton of fun, and I love answering questions, and I love doing fun voices, especially for old RPGs where I can do the voice acting. It's so much fun. And you can also check me out on Twitter and Instagram at RyuzakiMK7. Until next time, guys, this has been episode 60 of the General Geekery Podcast. From all of us here at General Geekery, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all that stuff, whichever holiday you celebrate. This is our final episode of 2020. Yes, final episode of 2020, because this will be released on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the day after that, it'll be New Year's Day.
Happy New Year to you, in jail.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Nice one. But until then, guys, for Hannah Kubiak, I'm Donald Kaczynski. Happy holidays, goodwill towards men, all that good stuff, and always remember to keep your geek on.
Always.
Clink, clink.
Clink. God bless us, everyone.
All the heaven angels sing glory to the Mama. I'm just being an idiot.
Christmas time is here.
Bye, guys.